Hello, hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be sharing with you a salmon recipe that I love. It is a very fresh tasting recipe. It's with some dill, some lemon. It's gonna be on a bed of some nice greens. It's a good healthy fat veggie meal. I like to usually use it at dinner, but I'm gonna make a batch for tonight and then tomorrow for lunch. So let's get rolling. Okay, so I'm gonna start with these 2 fillets of salmon. They're about 5-ish ounces each. I get frozen salmon from Whole Foods, so I can just keep it in the freezer. My husband travels a lot for work, so it's nice because they're just like individual servings, which is nice. So I'm not getting this huge thing of salmon for just one person. And if you can hear crazy noise in the background, those are dogs. One is mine, one is my friend Allison. They're just playing, so if you hear that, that's what that is. Anyways, I have preheated my oven to 400 and now I'm going to season the salmon. So now I'm just cutting up 1 lemon for these 2 fillets. I'm gonna use these 2 end parts to squeeze on the salmon. And then I'm gonna take these few little slices and I'm just gonna put them, well, I'll do that last. Some fresh dill that I got at Whole Foods. I'm gonna throw some dill on. Save that for later. And then I'm gonna spray a little bit of coconut oil on them just to give them a little moisture. And I'm gonna put some lemon pepper on, if you can see that. I love lemon pepper. It is just such the perfect balance between, you know, it has that lemony taste, but then it also has a little bit of bite of the pepper. I can get it out of here. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. I used some pink Himalayan salt. I have them in this aluminum foil. So I'm gonna fold it up like a little packet. So I'm gonna seal them up in there. So this way, it's a lot harder to dry out your fish, in my opinion. Oh, I forgot the lemon slices, duh. Okay. So, open that bad boy back up, pretend I didn't do that. I'm gonna just throw these lemon slices in here, and that's gonna add even extra citrusy flavor. I really like citrus with salmon, especially, actually with any fish, especially. So I'm gonna roll that on up. Okay. So once that's good, I'm gonna just throw this in the oven, put it in there for about 12 minutes on 400. Okay, so now that my salmon's in the oven, I'm gonna just slice up a zucchini. I'm just gonna saute this in the pan just to soften it up a little bit. I'm also gonna put a little spritz of coconut oil in the pan, and I'm also going to add some coconut aminos to the zucchini in the pan. I really like coconut aminos. It's a gluten-free soy sauce, but also it has a lot less sodium. I'm just gonna spray the pan with some coconut oil. That way I'm not using like a ton of excess oil. And I'm gonna put it on to like medium to high heat. So I'm gonna put that in the pan. So I'm gonna let this zucchini saute here for just 5 minutes before I add the coconut aminos. The coconut aminos tend to caramelize the zucchini, which means it kind of not burns them but chars them a little bit. It adds a really good flavor. And then once I have the zucchini all sauteed up, I'm gonna throw in some baby arugula that I just picked up from Whole Foods. I'm gonna throw in some kale, and I'm also gonna throw in some baby spinach. I like to saute kale, arugula, even spinach, just like a very light saute, and massage it because it helps with digestion a lot. I notice if I just eat like raw kale, it tends to kind of upset my stomach a little bit, but I really like to eat kale for the fiber. So that's why I am gonna saute it in here. Okay, so I let the zucchini saute for a few minutes, and so now I'm just gonna put a little drizzle of the coconut aminos on. And I'll let that saute for probably another like 3 or 4 minutes, so it gets kind of nice and brown and delicious. Okay, so my zucchini's starting to look nice and brown. So looking good, looking good. So now I'm gonna take 2 handfuls of kale. I'm gonna throw in a big handful of arugula. And now remember, this is gonna be for 2 meals, so I know it kind of looks like a lot of greens, but some arugula, and then I'm gonna throw in some baby spinach. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit more coconut oil and kind of just spritz it on top, just to give them, just so I can massage them in something. I'm gonna mix all that up. Okay, so I only do it for like a minute because I don't wanna, what's the word I'm looking for, too wilted. And so now, all done and sauteed, I have a regular bowl for my dinner, and then I automatically just got a little container out for the leftovers so I can take it for lunch tomorrow. So I'm just gonna divide this up in half. Just do, oops, dropping it all over the place, per usual. Greens in half. Eloise, sorry, that's a dog. Greens in half. And it's easy, so I just made double batch, and I did the same amount of work that I would have done, except I reached my hand in those things twice to get all the greens out instead of once. So there's that. And then I do like to add a little handful of like the fresh spinach and like a little bit of the fresh arugula, and kind of just mix it on in, just because I think I wilted this just a little too much, but that's okay. Yeah, that's kind of like my little trick, is if I wilt the greens too much, I'll just add a little bit of fresh in, and then you kind of give it just a little mix, and then it gets massaged right in with the rest of them. Okay, so I'm just waiting on my salmon to be done, and once that's done, I'm just gonna add the salmon to the bowl, and that's it. You're done. You're done with dinner. That took literally like 8 minutes. Well, the salmon has to be in for 12. So it probably took about 20 minutes start to finish to make this dinner. And I made my lunch for the next day as well. So pretty simple recipe, pretty easy. So I'm just gonna wait until my salmon gets out. Okay, so I'm gonna open up my little foil packet, and I'm gonna check on the salmon to see how it looks. Ooh, I can already smell the lemon. It smells so good. And the dill. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna just like lift this up so I can show you guys. See, salmon. Yes, see, it looks so good. And I like to put the extra lemon in. Keeps it juicy. Has a nice little flavor. Oops. Spraying all over myself. So I'm just gonna check to make sure it's cooked. Yeah. So what I like to do is have my salmon cooked like medium rare in the middle, so it's gonna be more like a lighter pinky color that I don't think you guys can see. Some people, like my husband, he likes his cooked through a little bit more because the raw salmon, it's not raw, it's just more like pink in the middle. That freaks him out. So, you know, to each its own. So the 12 minutes does it for me. Might be a little bit longer for you if you don't like that pink middle. So what I'm gonna do now with these extra lemons, I'm gonna, put the salmon on the salad, and I'm just gonna squeeze those extra lemons over to like act as almost like a little dressing. And I'm gonna scoop the salmon off the skin. The skin will just stay on the aluminum foil, which is super nice. And I just pop it in. And now I have some dinner. See? Delish. So good, so easy. I'm gonna be filming some more videos like this. Hope you enjoyed the salmon recipe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.